Well, hello. Welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 32. I'm Keir.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, well, it's been a little while since we talked to you with an actual episode anyways.
Yeah.
Hopefully you checked out our Ringsider recap.
Ooh, yeah. We went to Smackdown a week from last Friday in Montreal, Quebec.
Yep.
For the Ringsider experience, and we did post a video kind of reviewing that experience and showing you the stuff we got with the package, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and here we are with episode 32. Not going to try and make it special. We'll wait till 35
We need
before
to
I start
move
dropping
past.
streamers and balloons.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk
35.
about tonight? I see. I did a Cody thing.
Yeah. Tonight we're going to recap Raw. Because we watched Monday Night Raw a couple days ago, and I want to go through some of that because there's
Big one.
lots of exciting stuff happening on it.
Yep.
We do have a list of the upcoming, I guess, announced matches or appearances for SmackDown this Friday. So we're going to talk about that.
Cool.
And then we got some social stuffs for everybody.
Cool.
We do have Clash in Paris coming up. That'll be the next PLE. So next week we will have a predictions episode for that and talk a bit more about that PLE.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit of a different one.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be on vacay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cottage life for us for a week. So we won't have our beautiful backdrop for you because we will be recording remotely next week.
It'll still be a beautiful backdrop, just
Yeah.
a different beautiful backdrop.
Just not so much WWE paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, should we jump right into Raw?
Let's get after it.
All right. Monday Night Raw. This was on the 18th of August, 2025. We got The Vision opening up this show. That's our new Seth Rollins faction. I mean, new. It's been around a little while now to be calling it new, but
Yeah, the name's newer.
it is new. Yeah, they're
Oh.
using it more now.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good nod to Seth.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He's a big deal right now, and I'm all for it. I like it.
Yeah, it is great. Paul Heyman cracks. I mean, he's just great, anyways. But cracks me up his interaction with Seth because, when he was with Roman, it was more like revering Roman, and like a little bit more fearful. And now with Seth, it's a little more like maniacal, like a little more like he's jumping in on the crazy villain laughs and stuff.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
The many faces of Heyman.
Yeah, he's great. Paul Heyman opens this up, hyping up Philadelphia's ECW history, talking about that because he was the spearhead.
Creator.
Yeah,
Yep.
spearhead of ECW. Then hands the mic over to Seth Rollins. Before Seth can even speak, he holds the mic up, and before he can get a word out, right? We get Jey Uso. Big entrance from Jey Uso. He comes out to, his normal big reaction. The crowd loves his hyped up entrance and starts calling them all out right away. Calls Braun Breaker a little dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do that with your opponent.
Yeah.
You got to get in their head, especially if you're Jey Uso and you've lost to Braun Breaker like 5 times now or something.
Yeah.
He has beaten him once because I'm pretty sure that's how he got the IC title last year. But then Breaker just won it right back.
Yeah.
And their record is not close. I mean, Breaker is obviously far more menacing than Jey Uso.
I like Jey Uso a lot, but I found even in this, his mic work is so repetitive and it's not great. I love Jey Uso and I know he's so popular and I'm not going to come down on Jey Uso, but he's not great on the mic.
It's fairly one-dimensional, yeah. I mean, I know what you're talking about. He does that everything's the same. It's like, I'm saying this right now. Yeet. Now I'm saying this. Yeet. Now I'm going to say that. Yeet. It's cool for a minute, but like there needs to be more to you. And you know, when you're trying to go and take words out of Seth Rollins' mouth, I mean, Seth is a mic master,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Even LA Knight, who's really generally pretty good with the mic, hasn't been lately.
No, we noticed that too. That was something on this episode. In a lot of his promos lately, he's kind of because he's so quick. His whole gimmick is being so quick in what he says, kind of quick-witted, you'd say, and he's stumbling over his
Yeah.
words a lot.
But even him, who's generally very good, you know, struggles to keep up with Seth Rollins. You know,
Yeah.
Jey Uso just he gets eaten up.
Yeah. Yeah. In all of this, there was a challenge from Paul Heyman for Jey Uso to have an Extreme Rules match later that night with Braun Breaker.
I thought this was funny because they made a big deal of it being like the first Extreme Rules match in, I don't know, a bunch of years. But really, an Extreme Rules match is just the same as Bloodline Rules or
Yeah.
no rules or no disqualification. Like, call it what you want. It's you know, it's just another match.
Yeah, we'll
Really?
talk about this. I have another thing to note on this, but it's in another segment of our show, so stay tuned. But they're doing a lot of ECW references. Like, I mean, he brought it up. I don't know if there's like some kind of anniversary happening or something.
They were in the city that ECW started in.
I know.
So that was a part of it.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, was it?
Yeah, Philadelphia. We'll get back to that because I have another thing to note on that. But there's something going on regarding ECW.
Well, WWE owns all of that anyway.
I know.
So they're all one and the same now. But maybe you're right. Maybe something's coming that used to be a big ECW thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Rob Van Dam's having a baby. Maybe he needs some money and he's going to come back and have a couple of matches at 55 or whatever he is.
Yeah. Next, we had the Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. First, we had Asuka backstage. She's apologizing to Io Sky for interference. Offers Io Sky her help. Io Sky refuses her help, so she doesn't want her help.
Again.
Yeah. Lots of tension between these.
Well, she got shovey last week, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
She was saying sorry for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you want us to stay out of your business, we'll stay out. But if you want us to help, we'll help.
Yeah.
So she says, thanks for the offer. And I know you got my back, but I want to do this alone.
Yeah.
So she goes and has her match.
She goes and has her match. I will say from this, like we say all the time, Io Sky is, and we're not the only people saying it. It's out there on the internet, but like probably the best wrestler, man or woman out there. Or in WWE main roster anyway. She's a phenomenal wrestler.
Just try and make an argument for anybody who's better.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, no.
She's really, really good. She's really quick. Against Raquel Rodriguez, who again, I like Raquel, but Raquel's slow and clunky. And there's a few things like I pointed out to you. So I really hate when they do the moves, and I don't know what the move's called, but where they, a lot of the kind of high flyers do it, or the luchadors do it, where they wrap their legs around the person's head and make them look like they've flipped them over. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Well, someone can fact check that for us. But anyways, Io Sky does that to Raquel, and I see this happen a lot of the time when some of these slower or more clunkier wrestlers, because of their size, are on the receiving end of that, and they don't do the somersault afterwards quick enough.
Yep.
And that happened in this match where it was like Io did it and flipped over, and then it took Raquel like a full second before she did the somersault. And you're like, it's just making everything look bad in this situation because Io did her part perfectly. It just wasn't reacted to quick enough.
And yeah, I mean that's the challenge with somebody like Io Sky is you need to have an opponent that can match those moves at, you know, the way that they need to be. And you know, as much as we do, like Raquel, she has a very different style, and it's hard to match these two different styles. I don't love the idea that they did this anyways. I feel like Raquel's in a lot of seemingly throwaway matches. Like, I like that they want to keep her relevant, but what's the story there, you know? And
Yeah.
I thought that the Judgment Day was more of a tag team. You know, I don't know. I didn't love it. Yeah. Io gets the win though.
Yeah, and it could be building to something because Io gets the win, but then post match attack. We have a post match attack.
Post match attack.
Post match attack. We haven't had a post match attack mentioned in the last few episodes, so I haven't gotten to use my graphic, but there you go, guys. You're welcome. Roxanne Perez attacks Io Sky.
Yeah.
And comes out for the save.
Predictable.
Yeah. Coming out for the save on that. Not Asuka, who had offered her help and was declined, but Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, which isn't overly shocking either. I mean, a few weeks ago, Rhea was coming out to help Io.
Of
Io was
course.
coming out to help Rhea. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a back and forth thing. There is quite the love-hate between the two of them. I like it. I think something good's going to happen with the two of them.
But where this caused tension was with Asuka, because then backstage, we got Asuka calling out Rhea Ripley and saying, "Stay out of my business."
Well, she gets mad at Io again, saying,
Yeah.
you know, it's okay for her to help and not us. But the big difference here, Asuka. Okay, I'm not a big Asuka fan. Just putting it out there. I take some flack for that because apparently people just love her, but
No,
she's
I'm
not
with
for
you.
me, folks. The character, I'm sure she's a lovely human being. But when she interfered with Io Sky's match, when she and Kairi interfered, the match wasn't over, and she caused Io to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rhea came down to help her not get her ass kicked after she had already won. Big difference in those scenarios.
Also,
So calm down.
to be fair, I think that if Rhea had approached Io before the match and offered her help, Io probably would have said, "No, I don't want your help."
Yeah.
The difference in this scenario is that Rhea came out unannounced to help. So it's not like she asked and was declined. She just came out to help.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but my whole point in that was saying, you were saying, where's the story here? And I'm just saying maybe they are building something off of this.
Yeah. I mean, it's one way to
Maybe
get
not
there,
for
you know?
Raquel, but
Yeah.
for all the other people involved.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like Raquel is the pawn here, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing happening with them in this. It's just there's another Judgment Day dirty match, and
Yeah.
on we go to next week where they'll do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just need Liv to come back and add some relevance to that whole thing. And I mean, you've got Finn and JD with those belts. Who have they even defended once? Like maybe
Yeah.
once, I think. But it's just getting a bit ridiculous over there in Judgment Day Town.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they're kind of Raquel and Roxanne Perez and Dom. I mean, Dom's doing all kinds of different stuff right now, but that whole trio storyline is kind of on pause right now until they can get Liv Morgan back in there, because I don't think they really want to let that die out. There's meat there, but it's like, how long do we have to wait now? When is Liv going to come back to deal with that? So,
Shouldn't be much longer now.
well, we'll see.
Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I got a prediction now.
Okay. Do you want to give it?
No, I'm gonna wait till later.
Okay, because I
Just-
have more notes on this later. There's a social item related to this, so we can get back to it.
All right. Yep.
All right,
I'm gonna hold it for now.
hold on to it.
Yep.
Okay, next we had Penta versus Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you felt about this.
I mean, it wasn't the highlight of my night.
No. The next two things were kind of iffy. So we had Penta versus Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods, I think did well in this match, but Penta did end up winning.
Xavier wanted the I don't know what he said, $28,000 for his, or $18,000 for his hat.
For his hat, yeah.
I mean, it is kind of
For his
funny.
morning hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was the whole premise of the match was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's hard to do anything of relevance with the New Day. I
Yeah.
find. I mean, for me, they're just
Mhm.
Eh.
All right, well, let's move on.
Penta's still got
Penta
some
won.
excitement around him, and
Well, you're back and forth on Penta because you get irritated with his repetitive.
yeah, I mean, I'm not a
gimmick.
huge Penta fan, but I do think that he's still kind of a shiny opponent for somebody.
For sure, yeah.
Somebody else decent. I mean, for now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to feel that way.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think Kofi or Xavier, they're just not doing anything for me.
Yeah.
Not as singles, anyways.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that. And this was not super exciting in any way. There's no real stakes here except a hat. Except a hat,
Yeah.
Okay, next we had and this is all related to AAA and Triple Mania but we had Mr. Iguana and Dragon Lee versus the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
Yeah.
Um
Not for the titles though.
No. What I was just gonna know, like I don't know. People are really excited about this Mr. Iguana guy, and I gotta tell you, I don't get the whole thing.
It's not for me either. I mean, come on. This is kind of like one of those things that Vince McMahon was doing in the kind of early to mid 90s when he was struggling to compete with WCW, and it was just a bunch of gimmicks, one after another.
Like way over the line gimmicks.
Yeah, just silly stuff, right? So this is in line with that. And I mean, that's looked back on with a lot of laughter and like, what a silly time for WWE. This most definitely is not being looked at like that. This is a very big era for them. So to be throwing this guy in there right now, the whole thing, like,
I don't know. A lot of people like it. Like from what I'm seeing online and commentary and stuff, a lot of people like it. And I wonder if it is a fondness or a nostalgia for that era when that was a bigger thing to have these kind of silly, like so out there gimmicks that they were silly.
Maybe.
And this is definitely that. It's a super odd thing.
I just don't see it being something that I'd want to watch more than a couple of times.
I agree. Yeah.
Like after you've seen that 5-6 times, really you want to see it again?
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know, just doesn't hit the same for me.
Yeah, and I think that there's so much wrestling content out there. WWE has its umbrella over everything now. And if we were to consume everything that crosses over, we just don't have the time. And I think if you were watching AAA now, which has been brought under the umbrella, and some of this would tie in, and maybe we'd feel a little more connected to it because of storyline, but because we're not,
That I totally agree with that. Yeah, I mean, if you are an avid AAA fan or the avid NXT fan, you're gonna be more excited about some of these other things crossing over than we are.
Yeah.
Because and we're very open about that. We talk about it a lot. We've talked about it from the beginning. Our whole angle with what we do is that we are like the ultimate average fan. We're not experts by any means. We don't even watch everything that's out there. We also say if we could, we would, but we have children and jobs. And so, yeah, I mean, it really is the perspective of these two people that,
take our opinions with a grain of salt because we don't watch it all. And as an example, like your brother Jamie has been watching some of the AAA stuff, and I know he's been a little excited about some of the things going on that you and I are not as connected to, but because he's consumed that content. So it's just all to say that, what do we know?
Yeah, that's it.
But that's our opinion.
Yeah. Hope you like it.
Yeah. So, post-match, another post-match attack here. Post-match attack. I'm going to pronounce this so poorly, but
Vikingo?
Yeah, but they've got like his whole name.
Let's just end it there.
Okay, Vikingo. Let's go with that. So Finn Balor pins Dragon Lee. So Judgment Day wins this. Vikingo runs out to fight them, but Dom comes and lays him out. So Judgment Day defeats Mr. Iguana and Dragon Lee.
They're really doing some good stuff with Dom right now.
They are, yeah.
Like, and like even his backstage stuff where he's kind of putting Finn in his place and just like, don't worry, I got this. You know, like I like it. They're making him far more alpha. He's not coming across as dim-witted.
Yeah.
I mean, he still kind of plays that role when it comes to the females, but
well, I mean,
he's really getting good.
The proof is in the pudding. I mean, the pop that he got at WrestleMania, and then the reaction he's getting at the we don't watch it, but we've seen clips of the reactions he's getting at these AAA events that he's going to is crazy. And he's got this whole King of the Luchadors, you know, thing that he calls himself the King of the Luchadors. And
well, I mean, to go from not even being able to get a word out for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Unplanned. Like,
which was great too.
Coming to the ring with a script and not being able to say it because you ran out of time and the crowd was too loud for 2 friggin' years. To go from that to, even on Raw and SmackDown, he's getting the dirty, dirty Dom.
Yeah.
Dirty, dirty Dom. Like, he's getting the love as much as anybody, I think,
Yeah.
like it's pretty cool. And the character build right now is really, really good.
Yeah.
That's something that I will say I think the creative team is doing well.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
I would not say they're doing everything well.
I mean,
I feel like we're going to get into that later, though.
Yeah, and not with Mr. Iguana, certainly. Okay. Enough about him. Next, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Natalya versus Becky Lynch. I just want to note at the beginning of this, they do air a Bailey video.
Right.
Which was super odd. I just want to touch on this right now.
Yeah.
First of all, I was like, what is it? Is she joining the Wyatt Six? What's going on? Like, it was odd. It was the narration going on in her head of her kind of losing her mind a little bit and being hard on herself. You were yelling at the TV, like, how are we hearing what's going on in your head?
I mean, totally, right? Like, I get that it's supposed to be cinematic, but it's also supposed to be this real thing that we're watching.
Yeah.
So, like, to do a segment where we're literally hearing the voice in her head and she's going, what? Who's that?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's why I said it's like she's joining the Wyatt Six. It was very much like a Wyatt Six promo.
But I don't know. Like, I never felt the Wyatt Six stuff coming across. Like, I can't understand why that would be that thing that's happening.
That's why it doesn't make sense, because it's Bailey. They're supposed to be this supernatural thing happening, and she's not supposed to be that. So why did they do that way?
Yeah, I mean, it was just all kinds of wrong. But, I mean, it's clearly pointing to the fact that they're not happy with her face turn from a year and a half ago, and they're clearly going to send her back to heel.
Yeah. Interesting way to do it. But yeah, so I just wanted to note that. The beginning of the match with Natalya and Becky, Natalya gets thrown into the post and looks like she, like you and I were questioning, like she actually injured her shoulder. It looked like that. And then like she was favoring that arm. She took her glove off at one point.
Yeah. But then Becky started beating the crap out of it.
Yeah.
So.
And then we were like, Becky's targeting that shoulder now, so it must be all part of it.
Yeah, it would be, because if it was a genuine injury, they'd tell her to lay off of it, or they'd call the match.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they took Liv out of her match with her shoulder injury.
But that just means she did a good job. She sold it well.
For sure. I mean, she's a pro.
Yeah.
I'd mentioned to you earlier, I'd seen some things online where people were kind of upset that this match was happening at all. 2 weeks in a row, you've got Becky versus Maxine Dupree, and then Natalya. And people, I guess, felt like these were throwaway matches and not really worth the airtime. But to that, I say I disagree. I feel as a Canadian, I want to see Natalia on there. She's only got so much more time left in the spotlight, and I do want to see a push. And why not for an IC
Yeah.
title, right? Like, why not? There, the outside of WWE, story happening with Natalia right now lends itself to something better happening within WWE for her right now, and I don't see a problem with putting her in this on this stage right now. People were upset because they thought Stephanie Vaquer should be getting more ring time. She got like tiny backstage segments, and I guess they're supposed to be pushing her because she's such a big deal. Everybody loves her. These are, all opinions, and people agree, people disagree. WWE with the roster they have, they're never going to be able to check everybody's boxes.
No.
It's never going to happen. We can all argue about storylines and whether they make sense or, whether matches have the meat you want. But as far as screen time goes, that's the biggest challenge for them by far.
Yeah.
And
I just think
Becky's a champ. She's going to get the screen time.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just going to say that I feel like that's fine. And I don't disagree with that. I just think I have no problem with Natalia being out there. I like Natty and I think that she deserves a bit more. But like, if you're going to do something with her, do something with her. Like, she's getting so much attention from the indie circuit of all this other stuff she's doing as this more intense heel character. And it's been really exciting, it seems, that she's been that people are giving her a ton of love, saying she's showing this intense side they didn't know she had, and it's really great. And then she comes out to the match with Becky Lynch, back to her kind of same
Barbie doll.
Yeah, Barbie doll, same character she's been. And it's like, if that's what you're gonna do with her, which clearly was kind of like just throwaway, then yeah, have Stephanie Vaquer out there doing something that's obviously more interesting. If you're gonna have Natty out there, do something cool with her.
You're right, yeah, and I forgot to mention that whole, basically that it's two different characters. Right?
Yeah.
This Natty that we're seeing on the indie circuit, or she was in AAA and Triple Mania.
Yep. Yeah.
She's dressed more like a UFC fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she looks like. She's in the black leotard. She's going with the name Low-Key Legend. It's just more badass, more buyable, and it's, I think, something that everybody would be into. But instead, to your point, instead of bringing that in and making it exciting, it's just, okay, well, here's the Barbie doll Natty with her cowboy hat, and you dolled her up to look like everybody else,
Yeah.
It's not captivating in nearly the same way, and they're missing it there.
Yeah. If it's working elsewhere, bring it in. Why not? Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, we have Becky Lynch won this match by submission. She forces Natty to submit with the disarmor.
Yeah, to that injured arm, right?
We have another post-match attack.
Post-match attack.
Post-match attack. This is great. We're loading them up here. Becky,
what a way to bring it back.
I know.
High volume on this
we
one.
haven't had it in a while. No, every single event has it. Becky Lynch beats down Maxine Dupree after this match, and Nikki Bella comes out to make the save.
Yeah.
And kind of just fuel that fire between her and Becky Lynch.
And Nikki Bella put what I'm guessing is her finishing move on Becky, which was very similar to the attitude adjustment, I thought. Pretty cool move.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just saying.
Let's not dive too much into that.
A few comparisons there. They both wear baseball caps too.
Yeah.
Just
I have noticed that the ring attire is not dissimilar.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Once upon a time, I'm sure it was very cute.
Yeah, once upon a time, they were well, we won't go into what Becky said, but we already touched on that, guys. Okay, next we had Naomi. Naomi addresses the WWE universe.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, where has this fire been? Like, this was so great. And, spoiler, we're losing her for a while here.
She's in the family way, peeps.
And she put everything out there. She threw it all down in the ring. And I was like, where has this been? This is a Naomi I could have been on board with a long time ago.
It made me kind of excited for her to come back.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you're leaving? I'm just getting into you now.
We were already kind of excited about her heel character because it has been a lot better than her glow mode
big time, yeah,
version of her. It's been great. But this promo, she set it on fire. And I'm like, if only she could have had this, moment a little bit earlier. But I guess she set herself up for a great return. So
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Great promo.
Yeah.
Told Adam Pearce to hit the road with his church shoes and
with his church shoes.
it was great.
Yeah.
Said she wasn't handing over anything, or actually, I think she said, I ain't handing over shit.
Yeah.
Which was pretty great.
She got spicy.
I do like that Netflix is letting some of that edge come through still. It's good. But then they confuse me by blocking out the crowd when the crowd swears. So
it is confusing, yeah. They don't really have a set of rules there. But basically, yeah, she did announce that she and Jimmy Uso are going to be having a baby. She's pregnant. They showed a clip from Stephanie McMahon's podcast of them announcing that, and she kind of announces it to the world. So she's going off to do that, which is, great for her. It was very nice. The crowd was giving her "You deserve it" chants. They were going "Baby Uso," and she was tearing up. But she was doing so well to get back into that intense mode. She'd start welling up, crying, and then she was right back to crazy Naomi. It was great.
It was really a good mix. I think people enjoyed seeing kind of the two sides. It was cool. Her belt's friggin' awesome too.
Yeah, her custom belt with all the caution tape on it.
Man, did I ever like that?
Oh God.
Yeah.
We have enough.
Never enough.
Anyway, that was that, and it was great. It was great.
Congrats, Naomi.
Congratulations to both of you.
Big Jim.
Big Jim. Yeah.
Hey, maybe with your time off, you can make some time to come and do an interview with Poppin' Heat.
Yeah. Yeah. You may have some extra time on your hands for interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can feed a baby and do an interview, I think.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. You totally
Bring the
can.
baby. We're into it.
Bring the baby.
We got kids.
Bring your baby. We got kids here, too.
Yeah.
Okay, next and lastly on Monday Night Raw, we had the Extreme Rules match, Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Is it Jey Uso comes out first with the shopping cart full of weapons?
Yeah.
For this match, he's got
walks
baseball
down the
bats
aisle with
and
a shopping cart full of weapons.
Which is odd because normally all that stuff is stored under the ring.
Yeah. Well, that's where you put it.
Yeah. Right? So, but he had his in his shopping cart, so he brought that out.
You know what's you remember when we were so in our Ringsider package, we never talked about this. You know what's under the ring, people? There's monitors.
Yeah. Yeah, TVs and stuff. I have seen that before. We did see it in person when we were at Smackdown, and it is cool because when you have people hiding under the ring, I'm sure that's how they know when their prompt is to come out. Yeah.
Wicked. Or, you'd think they just have an earpiece going, go now.
Yeah. I mean, that's an option too, but it was pretty cool to see actually as they're changing the ring canvas and doing stuff, we were seeing that under the ring, they actually have monitors set up.
And so many times I thought man, they've been in there for 2 hours. That's got to be just
What are they doing? They're watching the whole show.
The show.
They're watching the whole show.
Fantastic. Like WrestleMania when Undertaker came out, he was just chilling.
Yeah.
4 hours just hanging out, watching the show.
I mean, that's a little crazy. I feel like they must, in between segments, like when the lights go down and it's commercial break, then they must, because we've seen it happen before where they did bring people out I don't know if seen this, but I've seen it before where they brought people out like disguised as like crew.
Yeah.
You know,
With the black hoodie up.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like they must do that. Like, there's no way.
Undertaker's a little hard to conceal, though. He's like 7 feet tall,
20 feet tall.
350 pounds.
I don't know. I don't think there's any way they're out sitting in there for 2 hours or 3 hours waiting for their moment. I feel like they must sneak them out there at some point, but they can watch the show, we learned. Braun Breaker takes a pretty bad fall onto that shopping cart at first.
Yeah.
That was rough. And I was worried for him. I don't like when they really get injured.
That's what we're tuning in for, though.
Yeah.
That emotion.
Yeah.
That roller coaster.
Chaos breaks out during this match. Bronson Reed, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Lots of interference happening.
Yeah. The LA Knight CM Punk. It's so good.
Yeah.
CM Punk accidentally hits LA Knight, knocks him down. He's like, eh.
Oh, well.
So good.
Yeah. And
just helping to build that tension and fun story for this Fatal 4-Way coming up, right? Like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Get some good juice happening.
Roman Reigns returns.
OTC
with a big spear. It's the Battle of the Spears.
That's right. This time.
Yeah.
Shoes intact.
Yeah, shoes intact. He was wearing his shoes. Bronson Reed had not gotten to them yet.
I blew it, It was right there for the taking.
What were you doing?
Shoes in tow.
Shoes in tow. It's all right.
No? All right.
I don't love it. All right. Good effort.
Shoes intact.
Yeah.
He kept his damn shoes, all right?
He had shoes on his feet.
The Shulafala is no larger than it was.
Wow. Yeah, long walk for a short drink of water there.
Yeah.
But we're okay.
Hey, man, we got there.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So Roman Reigns returns. Spears breaker. Battle of Spears. Uso hits an Uso splash through the table. Jey Uso defeats Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Which was actually a bit of a surprise, I would think, right? Because with the vision, you'd probably think in a match like that, it's going to go their way. But
yeah, but he had some bloodline help, so that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, he's the OTC.
I would say that does not bode well for Jey in the 4-Way.
I would not disagree with you there. Yeah.
Not like I was going to
think it was going the other way.
They're
anyway.
not putting the strap on Jey again. That pretty much has been exposed in the Unreal documentaries. Yeah. Like, they gave it a run, didn't go the way they wanted.
Yeah.
They're out.
He's also one of the people, like we've talked about, that he doesn't really need a belt. He's just popular for his gimmick, for his intro, for his whole thing. So, I mean, he doesn't need to be a champion to still be popular. So,
no. He's got the crowd.
Yeah.
For how long? I don't know. Like, as that, younger audience that's really into the Yeet movement, as they get older and kind of get out of that, the older group that's with them will also be out of it, right? So I don't know how long Yeet life lives for. Yeet life.
Yeet life forever.
Copyright WWE.
Yeah.
Just give me 5%.
Yeet life.
Yeet life.
And that was all of Raw. That's everything that happened this week on Raw.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I think we have to do some little segments here.
Oh, you mean... Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
Whoa. That was over the top.
Why did I go so high pitched?
Oh my gosh. We are into it this week, folks.
Top of the pop. Like, that's normally the tone I'm going with. I don't know why I went. I felt like I was channeling one of our children or something there. I don't know what happened.
Hey, that was genuine enthusiasm.
You liked it.
I'm here for it.
All right. Who got biggest pop?
Well, are we going to do the countdown or are we going to?
No, I want to discuss it.
Well, for me, I don't think it's really close. I think this was a runaway top of the pop.
Like We were thinking of OTC.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm at too. We both went. That was first choice.
Yeah.
No discussion. We're there.
Yeah. There
Roman
it is.
Reigns.
Congrats. sir.
Congrats, Roman. No big surprise.
Welcome back. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like if you just keep
Welcome
intentionally
back.
going away for a month or two at
I
a
don't.
time,
What are you even?
you're milking
Welcome
the
back.
comeback.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He returns.
Yeah. For your part-time
Again.
8 shows a year that you do. Anyways, it's
True.
fine.
It's true.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Moving on.
Somebody said that about John Cena going to SmackDown this week online. They were like, John Cena returns. And then somebody was like, what, from his week off? Like, what's going on here? Like,
Yeah.
he was just on. Like,
Yep.
yeah. So anyway. All right.
That's
next.
true. Yeah. He wasn't on last week's, was he? Was it?
SmackDown?
No, he wasn't. That's right.
No.
We saw him at our live one,
Okay.
though.
So he's
that was
had
cool.
2 weeks off.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Good for you. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
You suck.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
That
Yeah.
was good.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of it.
Okay. What are you thinking here? I'm probably gonna surprise you.
Ooh, really? Okay. Let me just get a quick browse through again here.
Yeah. I was kind of
Um,
taking note of this the other night and thought to myself, yeah, I don't think anybody else is drawing up quite the same heat right now.
Interesting.
Yeah. Becky, they want her to be this heel, and she's just like she's getting more pop than her opponents
Yeah.
who are the faces.
She's a heel you love. That's the thing.
Here's the challenger, Natalia. It's like, and the champ, Becky. Like,
Yeah, they love it. I mean, it's like the whole Nikki Bella thing. Like her whole promo in the ring with Nikki Bella. It was like she did wonders for her heel character. The crowd still loved it. Like,
Yeah.
They didn't boo her. They didn't hate it. Like the crowd still loved
They're like,
it.
yeah,
so-
you're a bad guy. We love it.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Go with what you're thinking. I want to hear it
I
because
feel
I'm
like
kind of torn.
Big Bronson Reed was getting the heat.
You think so, eh?
See, because it's not the same for Braun Breaker, right? They just give him the woo, 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 woo,
Yeah, well, he doesn't really get.
For
He doesn't
Bronson
really
Reed,
get
they're
heat.
digging into him when he starts talking about him. The crowd was just booing.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
All right, I'm into it.
The Vision pulling some heat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it is hard with the Vision because Seth's kind of in the same camp. Like, he's a heel that people love still. I mean, they're still
And
singing
they're
his
married.
song. Yeah, and they're married. So you can't hate them. They're a wonderful couple. I just listened to some of Becky's interview on What Do You Want to Talk About with Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah,
It was pretty good. Yeah.
I forgot about that. We gotta watch that.
Yeah, I listened to some in the car because just like our podcast, you can listen to the audio only version on Spotify.
How about that?
So I listened to some of that and it was pretty great. I really love Becky Lynch. It just solidified my love for her. She's a good person. But also a heel. So
Yeah, terrible person.
yeah, terrible
as well.
person as well. Yeah. That's cool. Bronson Reed. All right. That's our
Yeah.
hottest of the heat. Congrats, dude. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Next I have some notes on what's coming up on SmackDown this week.
Let's talk about it.
All right. So number 1, John Cena returns, which I just mentioned.
Wow.
Yeah, he's returning after a long time off. This will be in Dublin. It's so funny. They're like his final stop in Ireland. Like I'm like, I guess like final ever is what they mean in the history of him ever doing WWE events in Ireland.
Yeah, he's not
But-
allowed to visit any of these places ever again.
John
That-
Cena's never going
that
back
was
to
the
Dublin. He's banned.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's kind of funny.
I mean, how many times
Yeah.
have they gone there in the past? Like they're saying it like this. It's like, so it's
No.
end of an era.
Well, I also kind of felt like they were saying it like his last stop in Ireland. Like they didn't do a whole tour of Ireland. It's probably the only show in Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's like, but yeah.
They only do Dublin. So they
And
don't do
again, like a handful of times ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And out of those, was he at them all?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
why are we making such a big deal about that?
Anyways, whatever. They gotta hype it up. I get it.
But
I
that's the
get
thing.
it. I'm
Every
just
city
saying.
that he goes to now, they say last time
Last
in
time ever.
this city. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, Jesus, he's really knocking off a lot of places he's allowed to visit again, eh? He's restricted to a very small part of the country from now on.
Yeah.
Can't even go to Montreal anymore.
I know. We'll never see him in Montreal again.
Maybe here in the capital.
Oh yeah. He didn't do his last visit to Ottawa yet.
Toronto,
so-
though. You
Yeah.
can't go there anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to leapfrog those come
Oh
right
my
here.
god, they can't repeat any of these cities this year.
That's the rules.
Okay, so that's number 1. So he will be in Dublin this week. We've got Motor City Machine Guns versus Mellow Don't Miz.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mellow Don't Miz, they defeated Frasium last week.
Yeah.
They're going up against Motor City Machine Guns,
Okay. I
which
like
is
that.
fun. We haven't seen a lot from the Miz lately, so
No, and as we know, I'm a Miz fan.
yeah, you like the Miz.
Not a massive Carmelo fan, but I do find him a little funny at times.
He is funny
Um,
at times, but I'm also not really a big fan. But he's also a heel, and he's trying to be kind of cocky and arrogant. I feel like that's all part of it. So
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He's doing his
Yeah.
job well. But I do like them together. I'm not huge on Motor City Machine Guns, more from a, just character excitement standpoint. From an in-ring standpoint, they are quite good.
yeah,
So it'll
They're not
probably
my
be a good
favorite
match. You
tag
get
team.
the best of both worlds with this match. so.
yeah. I don't think it'll be uninteresting. I'm not super disappointed about it. It should be good.
Yeah.
Next we have Aleister Black versus R-Truth.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be
I feel
interesting.
like I'm like, oh yeah.
Also, he's
that was
he's
happening.
R-Truth now again. I guess after he had his thing with John Cena, he's all better now. I don't know.
He
Yeah.
was like, oh, you did a quick
Yeah, it's all
face turn
I'll
that nobody
fix it.
understands. I'll do it too.
Yeah.
That's what he does, right?
Exactly.
And I'm more okay with it with R-Truth than I am with Cena. Right?
You mean we can all decide whether we want to be heel or face at any given moment?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, if you're gonna be good again, so will I.
Yeah.
That was that. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, he's not wrong killings anymore.
I
He's
think people are
R-Truth.
happy about that. But yeah, I feel like this Aleister
Well,
Black
yeah.
R-Truth thing was like heating up a couple months ago or something, wasn't it? Like what?
I don't know. I
Like,
kind of thought the same thing, but I don't know. I guess it happened. They had an exchange on SmackDown last week, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll
That's-
see what happens.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not super excited about it. I don't really think that they've done, other than the John Cena thing, they don't do too much with R-Truth. So, and I think Aleister Black has a lot of potential to be super interesting. But this seems to me like a little bit of a going nowhere match. But anyways, we'll see.
Yeah, you do like that kind of character.
Well, I like the spooky
Yeah.
supernatural peeps.
Well, maybe they'll do some more with them.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Also, just to note, superstars noted as featured for SmackDown this week: John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Tiffany Stratton, Randy Orton, Jade Cargill, L.A. Knight.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah,
Not much storyline happening with her and that belt right now, right?
not at all. I mean, the SmackDown we went to, I was really hoping. I thought for sure we'd get some Tiffy time. And she really, I don't even know, maybe she had a backstage segment or something, but she
Yeah.
didn't come out to the ring and we had a sign and everything.
Yeah, we're pumped.
Yeah.
We're down with Tiffy time. I mean her run as the youngest champ ever, I think she is. on this historic run. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. But she needs to get in more storyline. She needs to get more matches happening because people start talking shit when you're not defending. Right?
Yeah.
That title reign does not become as impressive if you're never defending your title. And we're coming up on some PLEs.
Well, Jade Cargill's in that list too. Do they have something coming up for
they
Clash in
already
Paris?
did have a match, right? So
Oh yeah. Well, anyway.
I don't know. We're going to talk about Clash in Paris next week, but I don't think that they've confirmed anything between them. I would guess that's the angle they're going to go in, because I think in that backstage promo in Montreal that Jade was there kind of, just walking up, giving her the look at the end kind of thing. So the tension is still there, but I mean, there's nothing else building. Not yet anyway.
Yeah. Well, they do need to get back on the tippy time.
And
so
now with Naomi's belt being relinquished, we don't know what's going to happen there. I'm assuming they're going to talk about it next week. So, when we do our predictions for Clash in Paris, we will likely have some info on what's going to happen with that women's world title. So we'll see what's up with that. But
I was just double checking here. I just wanted to fact check. There is nothing announced for Tippy at Clash in Paris just yet, just to clear that up for everybody.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, no, nothing announced yet. Just wanted to make sure we were correct in that information. Looking forward to that. And next we have our last segment.
The social.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. All right, on the social, I only have a few things on the social. One bigger item being the new WWE PLE that has been added. This was my note on ECW because it's called Wrestlepalooza. It's going to be in Indianapolis in September, and the name is taken from a PLE that ECW had from 1995 to 2000 called Wrestlepalooza.
Oh, okay.
But do you see what I mean? There's like a lot of references to ECW happening, which I don't know. There's got to be some significance to that, I feel, but
who knows?
It's all within the same week, which I just think is odd.
I would say likely that somebody from that era will come back.
Yeah.
We'll see. But that prediction I was talking about earlier.
Yes.
Liv comes back for Wrestlepalooza.
Okay.
Because that's right kind of along the timeline that they were talking about at first, like 12 weeks, I think they said. We got to be coming up on that. And certainly I think it's September 20th.
Well, we'll jump ahead right here because I have another item on the social that has directly to do with Liv Morgan. There are several articles that I just read that are relaying this same information, that while her shoulder is recovering, and WWE puts a lot of stuff out there that is fake information for storyline, okay? So I'll preface with that. But there are a bunch of articles saying that while she is recovering, her return is still months away, likely 2026.
Well, doesn't that just sound like WWE? Right?
That's
that
the thing.
does not make me think my prediction is any less.
It doesn't really discount your prediction because WWE could just be trying to add some mystique to the situation. So,
and the other late year PLEs, with the exception of Survivor Series War Games, there aren't really a whole lot of others with the cachet to have a return of that magnitude.
Yeah.
So, and you want to make this first Wrestlepalooza a big deal, you go with something like that. And you have Michael Cole going, we weren't supposed to see her till 2026.
Yeah,
blah. No.
You're right. It doesn't discount your theory, but it was on my list here.
Yeah.
Wrestlepalooza, a couple more notes. We have John Cena is listed as headlining the pay-per-view. unconfirmed, but expectations are that it will include a match with Brock Lesnar and John Cena.
Yeah, I was just going to say with him up against Logan Paul in Paris,
Yeah.
it seems, I mean, we're not going to forget that Brock Lesnar just came back.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like it can't have just been for that. He's got to return again. Also Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre are all listed as appearing at Wrestlepalooza.
yeah, good. So they're going to make it a big deal.
Yeah.
As they should. You want to kick this one off with a bang and give your, cash cow more cash.
Yeah. Well, pretty soon every
Get
weekend's
after it.
going to have a PLE, so.
Yeah. Finding more and more ways
Yeah.
to take all our money.
I didn't have too much on the social, so I had those two things, and I just had one more thing to talk about, and that's Karrion Kross, because he had announced online that his first post WWE match has been scheduled. It's in September, and he is coming back as coming out as his previous persona, Killer Kross, and Scarlett as Scarlett Bordeaux in an indie promotion, WrestlePro in New Jersey. Yeah.
September what?
I don't have the exact date. It just says September.
Okay.
I could probably find out for you, though.
Well, I'm still holding out the belief that something's going on here. I do not buy that they are just released.
Well, I'll also note that they're letting Natty go out and do the indie circuit, so it's not inconceivable that
exactly.
they would be against Karrion Kross doing some indie matches.
No, it feeds their lie
Yeah.
of what's happening right now. And I'm convinced that's what it is. This is a work. This is like the R-Truth thing. There's no way that they're letting Karrion go with the demand for him right now. And I mean, this is what they went and begged Cody to come back because of the demand around him. They're just going to let other wrestlers that they know the crowd loves and wants to spend money on.
So I did just double check. That is September 21st. You had asked about that. That's what the date is. The one thing I will say, which a couple kind of wrestling experts online were commenting on, if it is a work, it is super odd because it is coming off super negative against WWE. There's a lot of negative talk about WWE, and there's just a lot of people out there saying, like, speaking rationally on it and saying they feel that it is unlikely that it is a work. And if it was, they wouldn't be going so heavily negative against WWE and contract negotiations and how they treat their superstars and how they give last minute contracts and pressure people into signing them. Like, there's a lot of pretty anti WWE talk surrounding this. And they're, I guess the idea is that if it was a work, they don't think WWE would sanction such negative talk about how WWE handles its superstars.
Yeah, I mean, those are great points. And very true. It is odd, but what would be more odd is if it were true.
Yeah.
So, I can't buy it. Not until maybe this time next year.
Yeah. If a whole year passes and he doesn't return,
then I'll believe
then you'll give up. I'm marking the date, okay, guys?
That's it.
Because August 20th, 2026. If Karrion Kross is not back yet, Keir's going to be eating his words.
That's it. I mean, it's just baffling. Anyways, moving on.
We're all done.
Yeah, we're done.
By the way,
we'll be coming back next week from our vacation spot, so look forward to that. That'll be cool. We'll hook you up with some Clash in Paris predictions, some recaps of the Raw before, and some info on the Smackdown coming up, and anything else happening in the world of WWE and WWE specific.
Yeah. That's right.
Tell them how to find us.
Yeah, in the meantime, you can catch up with us on social media. So we have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X/Twitter, You can find us at Poppin' Heat. That's at POPNHEAT. We also got some YouTube shorts out there as well. So if that's your preferred platform, you can find us on there as well.
Yeah.
And for the podcast, if you're watching the video podcast,
YouTube.
you find us on YouTube.
That's right.
And if you want to find us on an audio podcast,
We've got Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Audible. We're everywhere.
yeah, we're everywhere
Find
at
us.
Poppin' Heat.
Find us, follow us, love us. Yeah, we'd love your support.
Yeah.
Talk
Leave us
to
some
us.
comments. Tell us what you think is going to happen. And tell us whether you think our opinions are valid or dumb.
Yeah, either way. We
We
want to
like
know what you
both.
think. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.